All right, here we are. We're looking at the latest report, the near future report, talking about NFTs, right? So these are some of the reports that I examined. I just wanted you to take a closer look at it with me. It's a 13-page report. Your 101 guide to striking it rich in the NFT gold rush. So let's see what this report has to say. In March 2021, something very unexpected happened in the art world. The auction house Christie's sold a piece of art called Everydays, the first 5,000 days by the artist known as Beeple. I think I've heard of that one before. So I'm not an artist, but wow, this looks like a lot of pictures stuffed together. And it's an incredible project. I have nothing but respect for everyone who has the level of dedication and commitment to produce something original every day for what amounts to more than 13 years. So I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, wow, this is perhaps 13 years worth of photos, captured memories. Interesting. And Beeple was certainly rewarded for his efforts. Everydays sold at an auction for $69,346,250. That's an NFT, folks. So I'm really happy for this person, and they're really, I always thought I understood NFTs. I understood the importance of it, but I didn't expect it to really take a hold as what it is right now. Take the industry by storm, literally. $69 million, wow. It's a digital asset that is cryptographically secured and authenticated on a blockchain. All right, so let's get to the real nuts and bolts here. What is an NFT? All right, so unlike the baseball card or painting on a canvas, we can't hold these digital collectibles, right? So this is something that it's mind-boggling. Wait a minute, I'm paying $69 million and I can't even put it on my living room, or a museum. We can't feel them or use a hammer and nail to hang them on a wall, right? So let's open our minds to the potential. In June 2015, I publicly profiled and recommended Bitcoin to my readers. The asset was trading around $420 at the time. Many were skeptical, many still are, but recently, Bitcoin traded above 60,000, a life-changing return. Okay? I make this point not to say that any one NFT will deliver returns like Bitcoin, although it is possible, but it is important we acknowledge that we are now in a world where digital assets are being accepted and sought after by investors. Just like Bitcoin, NFTs are cryptographically secured in a blockchain technology. Also like Bitcoin, a well-designed blockchain technology can confer ownership of the asset to an individual, but there are also some important differences that we must understand. Alright, so I'm pretty tired, I'm hungry, and had a long day, and let's scroll to the bottom, because I think if you're like me, you're thinking, let's get to the root. NBA Top Shot, CryptoPunks. So I'm actually on this learning journey just like yourselves, and I actually want to share on the fly as I, try to understand and peel back the onion on this new ecosystem. Because I'll be honest with you, if I could create something which is of my own memory, whether it be cars or crypto, anything like that, and it could market something like this, great, why not? I actually, Drake released a new album and it had some pictures on it, almost similar to this. And I'm thinking, if that was an NFT, wow, he would actually make a lot more money, right? If he actually put that as an artwork, because I see a lot of people taking that, the art that he sort of came out with, and they're putting in like their own stuff. And I'm thinking, this could be hot. But who am I? I'm not an artist, right? Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Enter the Metaverse. There's an art gallery in Decentraland. And I believe there's another token out there that's actually, I didn't actually know about this. And there's an art gallery in Decentraland. There's another token called Wilder Token, I believe, that is aiming to be like a Decentraland. Genesis Plaza in Decentraland. So what you have Decentraland, which is more like a virtual, this virtual spot, virtual world. And now they're actually creating NFTs from that, within that virtual world, that are being sold. NFTs are not a fad. Okay, that's contrary to what I was actually thinking. I know it's not going to be what I thought was a fad, that the amount of money that's going into this industry, right? Okay, maybe it wouldn't be worth 69 million. Maybe $69 is more relevant. I don't know. But it's important that we do not dismiss this trend. Okay, yes, you got me there. We shouldn't write off NFTs or assume they're a passing fad. Something I also did as well, right? So my mistake is not really taking this as serious, right? If I look at my portfolio, I don't know, I can say with confidence how many NFT projects I'm currently invested in, but yet I want to make it big and I want to win. So how can I'm literally sitting here being honest with you, tired on a Monday, Labor Day weekend, thinking, why am I spending an hour when everybody, what's on the back of my mind? Everybody's outside looking at the sunshine, enjoying the parks, and I'm sitting here trying to read NFTs, right? Well, hey, I'm trying. Don't know how far I'll get, but look, in 2020, the market cap of NFTs grew by 140%. Right? 2018, it was literally, I remember Engine looking at that at 20 cents, and now it's about $2.50. Sure, I can buy some stocks in Engine and the other coin, maybe the Wilder token. There's OMI and OOE. I can't remember which one's which. Let's see. Choose the market. How to purchase your first NFT. Okay, so there's a few platforms: OpenSea, Rarible. They also have a token, Rarible, and Nifty Gateway. I've actually purchased an NFT from Nifty Gateway. Connect to your wallet. Okay, Coinbase also has a wallet. Right, tap scan. So on the OpenSea, you can buy a lot of different artworks. What I don't know is if any one of them will be worth millions or, you know, thousands, and when. So I see more and more artists are releasing albums as an NFT drop, right? So they understand that if I create this NFT album, picture, video, sound, music, it'll be worth something later on, right? Due to the scarcity of that. It's like an asset. Is it a securities? That's another story. That's a different discussion. But is the SEC going to go after each and every label maker and say, hey, you know what? Your NFT is actually a securities because why? It's scarce. It's this, it's that, and a thousand other, things. This is a very interesting time that we're living through. So I hope you're patient with me in trying to uncover. I'm looking at this for the first time. Now, I actually subscribe to all of this. I pay a lot of money to get this type of information, and I don't really use it. So I'm sort of taking the time and looking through this, and I'm learning as we go, right? Mintable NFTs. I usually scroll down to the bottom of this and I say, okay, how do I make money on this? Okay. When purchasing an NFT, in many ways, NFT marketplaces are still the Wild West. Yes, I agree. And there are a few things that we should be aware of before making a purchase. If we see any of these conditions, it is not necessarily a reason not to purchase that NFT. But these are things we should be aware of when purchasing digital items. Mintable NFTs. A mintable collection allows NFT users to create digital items that may include replicas or forgeries of another artist's work. If an NFT is mintable, it doesn't mean that that NFT is necessarily a copy of another piece. It just means that we should do our own due diligence before purchasing that NFT. We should confirm that the artist is who they say they are and that they are reputable. All right. That's interesting. How does the average person like myself do research on, hey, should I buy this NFT? Several editions of that NFT. We can think of these as making several versions of a piece of work. The spaceship NFT was one of 10 in that collection. That means that there were 10 unique NFTs that each represented 10 versions of that same piece of art. This can be very common and is not a reason not to purchase an item. But with some exceptions, making excessive editions can decrease the value of each NFT. Right? So the scarcity aspect that I spoke of. So remember, everything originated from the original blockchain, Bitcoin, and its scarcity aspect. So now any blockchain project, which is, or any NFTs that are obviously blockchain related, they also want to have that scarcity. So I'm only going to release 10, that's it. Right? I'm going to release it and it's going to have a bidding war of $1. All of a sudden, this thing ends up to be $1,000, right? So whoever owns this for their fans now can profit, right? I'm releasing it, as some artists say, releasing it into the wild and it'll be $1. All of a sudden, due to the demand, a lot of people bought it up, so the opportunity is gone, right? The opportunity for the cheap NFT is no longer there. So you have to know who you're purchasing it from. For example, here, copyright material. If we purchase an NFT depicting Darth Vader, we do not own the intellectual property of Darth Vader. Instead, it would be like if we purchased a poster of Darth Vader. Ownership of intellectual property can be conferred via an NFT, but it must be sold via this method by the owner of that IP. This seems obvious, but this question comes up often. All right, folks, well, this was a little bit of a deep dive into NFTs. So they're the key things here. Your Coinbase wallet can connect to these NFT marketplaces, and that would allow you to purchase art. There's OpenSea, which is they raked in millions last month in August 2021. These are some of the items you can buy on OpenSea. And yeah, some of these, the spaceships, Empire by Baka Art. You can put in a bid. I don't know what this one's selling for. It's probably 1 Ether back in, 1 Ether back a couple months ago. So if I bought this for 1 Ether in a month ago, obviously the value of Ethereum itself has doubled since then. I don't know if that automatically makes that artwork just as profitable since then. If you had purchased that for 1 ETH, would that automatically make that asset go up? That's what I'm not sure of. But food for thought. Speaking of food, I think I better grab some lunch. Well, thank you, folks. I appreciate your time, and I hope this article was useful to you. Thank you. Have a great day.